Well, welcome in everyone watching from home. The Summit City Distillers and West Michigan Sentinels are set to take on each other on this Saturday night in the fort. Both teams take the ice. We'll have the playing of the national anthem and we'll be underway.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you're able to the play of our national anthem.
There it is. We're set to get underway. Distillers starting lineup is going to be number 9, Cody Hess, the captain. Number 23, BJ Lameau. Number 22, Devin Perry, assistant captain. At defense is going to be number 75, David Brannick. And number 8, Brandon Warner. In front of 29, Parker Rutherford to tend the goal. Puck is dropped and we're underway. 20 minutes on the clock. Ticking now. Distillers with it in their own zone. Makes a stretch pass in the neutral zone over the blue line with it now. Perry's shot goes high and wide. Puck comes all the way around and back into the Distillers zone. Picked up by Brannick. Brannick puts on the brakes behind his own net. Distillers looking for a breakout here into the neutral zone. Picked up by Cody Hess. Hess fed down to Lameau there. Couldn't quite do anything with it. Distillers fighting for possession on the wall. Pops up to the point but couldn't quite keep it in. Distillers regroup in their own zone, go off for the change. It's number 10, Aiden Witt, into the zone. Cleared quickly though, picked up by Bear. Off the skate of Witt into the neutral zone. 16, Bauer with the pressure. Icing waved off, it went off the skate of Bear there. Witt backhand to Bear, caught in the skates of the official. Distillers able to clear it out of the zone. Sent back in. Rutherford comes out of his net to play that one. Picked up by Witt. Throws it back to Bear. Bear gets a stick on it right out front. Sentinels with it. Good clear by Jensen Bear there to get it right out front. That shot's into the glove of Rutherford and be the first whistle of the game. Face off in Distillers zone on Rutherford's glove side. Ormsby not able to win that draw, so Sentinels with it in their own zone. Right out front, high stick called on the Sentinels. So the face-off will come out of the zone. Ormsby to take the draw. Sentinels come up with possession and send it into the zone. Distillers looking to break out there, gets into the neutral zone. Not much further than that, and Sentinels turn around the other way. Daner with an outstretched pass up to Ormsby. Ormsby outside shot off the glove. Good connection there by those two. Just couldn't quite beat them. Siebenauer feeds it up to captain Cody Hess. Hess with speed through the neutral zone over the blue line. Forced wide, looks to cut inside. He's tied up and turns over possession. High flyer into the neutral zone. Sentinels bring it into the Distillers zone. Hess able to get a stick on that one. Hess with it now behind his own net. That one's poked away from him. Hess with it once more. He's tied up. Stretch pass into the neutral zone is out of reach, but banked off the wall and is on net, so icing waves off. Sentinels with it in their own zone. Sentinels looking to break out in the neutral zone, picked up by the Distillers. Hess with it now at the logo. Passed off to Witt there, but couldn't quite do anything with it. Sentinels bring it into the Distillers zone. Dump down low. Distillers looking to break out here. Brannick passes into the neutral zone. Nothing goes though, and Sentinels turn it the other way. Over the blue line now. Forced wide there by Neely. Bauer, a nice pass up to his forechecker. He takes it wide. Right out front, shot, stretch save by Sentinels goalie there. Good chance there by Arnold though. Got the feet in his own zone and took it all the way to the net. Face off in Sentinel's zone. That one's one back. Shot from the point by Witt. Gets through off the pad. Witt with it now in his own zone. Was looking for another demon there. Passes Array though and allows Sentinels to put the pressure on. Oh, we've got some extracurriculars down in the corner. Drops the gloves. That was Witt, the one down in the corner. Landed a couple good ones there. So the Distillers, the only one to take a penalty there. I assume 2 minutes for roughing. So 5 minute. Witt will go off for 5 minutes, and the Distillers will go on the penalty kill. First time we'll see their penalty kill tonight. Number 21, Alex Arnold to take the draw, not able to win that one. Sentinels with possession on the power play. That pass by the Sentinels doesn't connect, allows Arnold to get in there and slow down the power play. Nice stick by the Distillers there, able to get it out of the zone. Right out front, makes a move. That one doesn't go, and Distillers able to get the clear. Sentinels looking to break out into the Distillers zone now. Shot. That one's off the paddle of Rutherford. Kept in at the blue line. Sentinels still with it. Slap shot from the point is wide. But Rutherford's out there to glove that one and stop the play. Tainer goes off for the change, and Woods comes on for him. Brannick with it now, over to his D-men, back to Brannick. Looking to clear into the neutral zone, high one. Knocked down by Sentinels. Sentinels called for hand pass there. Distillers still working on the penalty kill here. 3 minutes, 47 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Captain Cody Hess out there, along with Demon Brannick. Sentinels with it now in the neutral zone. That one's shut down by Brannick and sent the other way. Sentinels bring it into the zone, forced low. Rim pass up to the point, ends up out in the neutral zone, allows the Distillers to go off for a change. Puck right out front, cleared into the corner. That one's kept in at the blue line. Sent back down low, Distillers looking for the clear here. Brannick with it now, able to clear it in the neutral zone, send it in the Sentinel zone now. Shot, save, another shot, save right out front. That one's covered up. Good chance by the penalty kill there, able to create an odd man rush. Face off down in the Sentinels zone. Distillers working this penalty off. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain on the penalty. Sentinels into the zone. Shot, snipe top right. Sentinels break the ice and put the first one away. That's number 11, Quentin Broseboom, on the power play. puts the Distillers back one. See how they respond. They will still be on the penalty kill as it was a major penalty. So still 5-on-4 for another 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Arnold putting the pressure on, forces the pass into the Distillers zone now. Picked up by Daner down in the corner. He loses possession, turns it over. Sentinels with it now, setting up the power play. Arnold gets a stick on it down in the corner. He takes a check. Neely down there to help him out. Arnold lost it in his feet, couldn't quite get it out there. Sentinels still with possession. Sentinels at the point. Shot blocked in traffic, doesn't quite get there. Allows Neely to get it out into the neutral zone and give the Distillers a much needed change. Cody Hess on the chase. Just over a minute on the penalty kill. Sentinels into the zone. Top of the point now. D-to-D pass in the slot. Shot. Blocker save right out front. Swatted away by the Distillers defense. Excuse me, that was Cody Hess. Captain Cody Hess able to get that puck away. Now to trouble. Brankick with it now. In his own zone. Cody Hess with it in the Sentinel zone. It's taken down and couldn't quite do much with it there, so Sentinels turn it around. Right out front, backhand, stretch, save. What an effort there by Rutherford. Keeps it a 1-goal game. Stuffing that one on the breakaway. Warner clears that one, but it's right back into the zone, picked up by Brannick. Brannick with it now, into the neutral zone, takes it himself. Brannick looking for options, throws it over to Warner. Warner slap shot, gets through off the pad. Ormsby sticking his length of the stick out there, couldn't quite get a stick on it, and that one's cleared out in the zone. Ormsby with it now into the zone. Just gets away from him, able to recover quickly though. Distillers return to full strength. Not able to completely kill it off, but only let in one. Bear with it now in his own zone. Puts on the brakes behind Rutherford. Distillers looking to break out here up to Ormsby. Ormsby reaching for it. Couldn't quite get it into the zone. Sentinels turn it the other way. Witt able to get a stick on it, but can't quite clear. That one shot, redeflected into Rutherford. Nice pad save there. Arnold with it now. Over to Bear. Bear over the blue line, looking for his options. Takes it wide. Centers up, nobody's home. Turns it over, and Sentinels come the other way. Nice stick there by Witt, though, on the back check. Able to slow him down. Big hit by Arnold. Sentinels with it behind Rutherford. Witt lays the check. Bear's able to get in there and pick it up. Thrown up to Neely, not able to connect, though, as that one was just out of reach. Witt throws it around to Arnold. Arnold up to Neely. That one's intercepted, or redeflected, nevertheless. Neely tied up down low. No help, so that one's turned over. He's still fighting for it, though. Neely takes a big check, open ice, pops right back up. Sentinels finally get the clear out into the neutral zone. Daner not able to get a stick on that one. Shot save. Rebound covered up by Rutherford. And Bauer's getting into it over here. Oh, and they're going to let him go. Gloves are dropped. Bauer gets wrestled down, but so Bauer's going to go off for 5. And I believe Underwood for the Sentinels, they're going to go off for 2. Must have just got called for the roughing. So both will go off for 2. And we'll have some 4-on-4 hockey. Lamo to take the draw. Wins that one, and Distillers able to pick up possession. Daner up to his forecheckers into the zone now. Centered up, backhand. Couldn't quite get it to settle. Nothing goes there on the back check now. Sentinels with it now, centered up. That one's denied. Daner with it now. Hess calling for it. He gets the pass. Hess with it around one man. With speed over the blue line. Ormsby in there with him. Shot. That one's blocked. At the point. Down into the slot. Brannick with it now. He's taking some contact. Fighting through it. Looking for his option. Backhanded down to Hess. Hess looking to center up there. Couldn't quite get it. Ormsby able to get in there and pick it up, though. Shot from Brannick up high off the shin pads. Down into the corner. Hess with it now up to Brannick. Out of the zone. Forces Distillers to regroup. Hess goes off for the change. Get some fresh legs out there. 4-on-4. A lot of open ice. Neely with it now over to Ormsby. Ormsby can't quite get it to settle there. Sentinels turn it the other way. Woolman fighting for it. Bear with it now. Up to Woolman. Woolham. Woolham into the zone. Whip picks it up, looking to center up to Bear. Bear gets a stick on it, not on net though, and that one goes wide. Both teams return to full strength. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Bear feeds that one up to Arnold. Arnold makes a move around a man into the zone now. Takes it wide, cutting out front, backhand off the pad. Good effort there. That puck ends up in the Distillers zone. Picked up by Diener. Sentinels with it now in their own zone, looking to break out. Ref's arm is raised, and Sentinels are going to go off for 2 for high sticking. So I believe Byron took a high one there. So the Distillers will go on the power play for the first time tonight, I believe. Lamo to take the draw. Captain Cody Hess out there as well. That one squeaks by Brannick, and he picks it up in his own zone. Coming through the neutral zone now, looking for his options. Holds it, centers up, shot, save. Good chance by those two there. Brannick and Hess. Nonetheless, forced to regroup in their own zone. Brannick gives that one up in his own zone. Neely able to slow him down there, up to Hess. Hess with it now, looking for his options. Neely with it now, shot up in the air. That one drops down behind the net. Scrum for the puck down in the corner, pops out to Hess. Hess over to Neely, Neely with it now, back to Hess, slap shot, wide. Back behind the net. Hess calling for another one, gets it over to Neely. Neely throws it down low, that one doesn't connect, picked up by Arnold. Arnold throws it back up to Witt. Witt with it now, shot, redeflected, and it bounces in. The Distillers tie it up, 1-1. That one scored by Lamo, I believe, off of the shot from Witt. Redeflected, and that one just bounced right in. Lamo the one to redirect it. Witt with the shot. The Distillers tie it up at 1 on the power play. Warner with it now. Thrown into the zone. Sentinels pick it up. Distillers get it out of their zone through contact. Woolen with it now, shot. Trying to beat him. Blocker side. That one's into the chest and gloved. Distillers gonna go off for a full change here. Get some fresh legs out there. Herman wins that draw. Sets up the Distillers for a chance here. Shot by Clark there. Into the chest. That one will stop play and give the Distillers another face-off on the blocker side. Justin Ehrman to take the draw. Ehrman jumps on that one. And Perry comes in for him. Perry not able to win that one, so Sentinels turn it the other way across the blue line. Thrown into the zone. Ehrman on the back check, lays a hit. Brankick with it in his own zone. Thrown up to Perry. Perry with it now. Looking for his options. Goes wide. Ehrman with it now. Through contact. Not able to hold on to it. Pops up to Warner. Warner regroups in his own zone. Brannick with it now, back over to Warner. Warner back over to Brannick. Brannick with it now, through the neutral zone. Back to Warner. Warner down to Clark. Clark just out of reach, couldn't quite get it to settle. Ehrman's shot is blocked, and Sentinels turn it the other way. Brannick on the back check, shot, save. Bauer rims it down low. That one's turned over, though, and Sentinels pick it up. Stretch pass into the neutral zone, out of reach. So that's going to go for an icing. A minute 23 remains in the first period. All tied up 1-1. Alex Arnold at the dot to take the draw. See if the Distillers can have one more push here. Create some momentum before going into the intermission. Good chance there. Shot from Salk, redeflected, but just too high and goes out of play. Arnold to take the draw again. Arnold's tied up on that one. Distillers were able to get a shot off, though. The Sentinels turn it the other way into the Distillers zone. Shot way high and wide. Sentinels with it in Distillers zone down below the goal line. Right out front, shot doesn't go. Good tie up there. Shot from the point, redeflected wide. Arnold with it now, looking for his options. Stretch pass over to Bauer. Bauer looking for his options. Fresh legs off the bench from Hess. That one does not connect. 30 seconds now in the first. Into the zone, shot, blocker save. Perry sends that one into the zone. Bear picks it up in his own zone. That's going to conclude the first. Some pushing and shoving after the buzzer goes. That's 23, Byron Lameau. Just talking about their Christmas plans. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. So that concludes the first. All tied up, 1-1. Summit City Distillers and the West Michigan Sentinels. We will be back in about 10 to 15 minutes after we get a fresh sheet of ice and the fellas rest the legs. We are just underway, or excuse me, we're just a couple minutes away from getting back to the action. Got a fresh sheet of ice and just waiting for the refs, and both teams are ready to get back on the ice. Solid first period from both teams. Distillers fell down by 1 off of a 5-minute major penalty. Able to kill the rest of the penalty off, though, and hold it to 1. Able to get the penalty or the goal back on a power play. Tied it up 1-1. And that's where the score remains. So the Tendies will switch sides. Distillers send out 5. Sentinels send out 5. Goalies take their net. We're set to get underway here. We'll see the first line for the Distillers once again. Captain Cody Hess. Byron Lameau. And Devin Perry at forward. We've got Warner and Brankick at the D in front of Rutherford, 10 in the net. Distillers get into the zone early, but that one's turned right back around. Warner over to Brankick. Brankick with it now. Thrown back to Warner. Warner taking his time, looking for his options through the neutral zone. He just dumps it in. Lameau playing through contact. Hess down there to help him out. Warner fighting for it on the boards. Perry in there to help him out. Couldn't quite keep it in, though, and that one's turned around into the zone. Nice stick by Brankick there, and that one slows the rush. Picked up by Hess. Hess over the blue line. Perry in with him, looking for the pass. Couldn't quite get it through the skates. So Sentinels force the Distillers to regroup in the neutral zone. Sentinels with it now through the neutral zone, intercepted by Neely there. Neely takes it into the zone, going for the net. Couldn't quite get the shot off as he was tied up right out front. Perry goes off for the change. Bauer comes on for him. Sentinels with it in their own zone, looking to break out. Into the neutral zone, pass doesn't go. Picked up by Bear, thrown to Arnold. Arnold with it now. Backhand pass down low to Neely there. That one doesn't connect. Distillers still with possession, though. Official blows the whistle as the net came off. Give the Distillers a face-off down in the zone, though. Chance to regroup here. And hopefully put some pressure on here early in the second period. Arnold to take the draw. Arnold ties him up. Neely in there. Able to get a quick shot. That one's gloved, though, and play stopped again. Another face-off on the glove side. Arnold takes the draw. He wins that one himself. Shots wide. Good effort there by him, though. That one's kept in. Bauer able to feed that one to Arnold. Arnold's shot goes wide, though. That pass is blocked. 2-on-0. Shot into the back of the net. Beats Rutherford. And the Distillers go down by 1. With that goal, Makes it 2-1 in the Sentinels' favor. That one scored off of the breakaway. Block pass gave the Sentinels a great chance, and they put it away. So the Distillers gonna need to fight to get that one back. Brannick with it in zone below the net, dumped off for Warner. Warner picks it up, throwing up to Ormsby. Ormsby over to Warner. Warner throws it up to Woolham, but Ormsby jumped the gun there, and offside's called. Ormsby to take the draw. That one's sent into the Sentinels zone. Sentinels with possession in their own zone. Looking to break out here. Sentinels into the Distillers zone now. Shot, that one's wide. Up to the point, kept in. Right out front, shot, saved. Nice stretch pass by Rutherford there. That one shot, redeflected by Warner wide. Pops out to Warner. Warner with it now. He's looking to clear. Up to Woolham. Woolham was looking for Ormsby there, but that one doesn't connect. Woolham with it now into the zone. With speed, he's tripped up. Arm goes up. And the Distillers will go on the power play for the second time tonight. They were able to capitalize on the first one. See if they can do the same here and get that goal back. Lameau to take the draw. Power play units out there. Lameau's tied up and Sentinels gain possession. Thrown up to the point. Brankick able to keep it in. Sends it into the opposite corner. Picked up by Arnold. Arnold looking for his options. Still with it. Backing it up to Hess. Hess sends it low. Picked up by Neely. Neely up to Brankick. Brankick with it. Shot redeflected high and off the net. So that one will stay in the zone. Just over 1:30 on the power play. Distillers keep their first power play line out there. Back to Neely. Neely in the slot, throws it down to Hess. Hess with it now. Back at the Brannick. Brannick looking for his options. Pump fake there, thrown down to Neely. Neely right back at him. Brannick looking for his options. Looking to take it to the middle, nothing goes. Throws down to Hess. Hess setting it up. Pass redeflected right out front. Puck bouncing around out front. Ends up on the stick of Arnold at the point. That pass is redeflected out of play. So the Distillers will have another face-off down in the Sentinels zone. Ormsby to take the draw. Just under a minute on the power play. Ormsby wins that one. Perry picks it up. Perry takes some contact, fights through it though, able to dish it off. Witt with it now at the point. Down low. Shot was redeflected by Perry there. That one goes high though. Witt with it in the neutral zone. Down to Siebenauer. Siebenauer with it now. Looking for some help. Perry down there to help him out. He's tied up. That puck pops out. Witt with it now. Witt takes a check. Perry down low through some contact. Gets up to Ormsby. Ormsby up to Warner. Warner shot wide right out front. Backhand by Witt. That one's off the side of the net. Right out front. Ormsby couldn't quite get to it. Down into the corner once more. Picked up by Perry. Perry shot into the back of the net. And they put it away just as time expires on the power play. That's 22, Devin Perry. Assisted by number 10, Witt, I believe. Beautiful shot there. And the Distillers do it again on the power play. That ties it up at 2. That one scored 5 minutes and 30 seconds into the second period. Sentinels with it in the Distillers zone. Shot. That one's knocked down by Rutherford and covered. Face-off will be on the glove side of Rutherford. Popped out front. Stillers looking to clear here. Clark can't quite keep possession. Hess with it now. Runs into the official down low. Hess with it through contact into the neutral zone. He's got some speed into the zone. Shot off the pad right out front. That one's swiped away. Right out front once again. Clark shot into the back of the net. Clark sends it in through the 5-hole. Off of the rebound. That's what you call resilience right there. Fighting out front. That's what did get you. Distillers scored 2 goals within the last 2 minutes. Refs are going to go to the circle, though, and discuss it. As a possible crease violation or goaltender interference call. But for right now, the Distillers are up by 1, 3-2. Refs discussing it with both captains. Linesman at center ice, though, so I believe the goal is going to stand. And it will. So the Distillers are up 3-2 with 13:30 left on the clock in the second. Arnold wins that one way back. Forces Bear to regroup behind his own net. Sentinels putting the pressure on. They're able to set something up there. Witt gets a stick on it, looking to clear. Couldn't quite get it. Witt with it now. Sent up to Bauer. Bauer sends it into the zone, looking for Neely there, but just out of reach. Witt's beat at the blue line. Makes an odd man rush, 2-on-1. Backdoor shot, saved by Rutherford. Nice desperation save. His third desperation save of the night. Bailing out the team here. Neely with it now. He's pinned up down low. Arnold in there to help him out, picks it up. Couldn't quite hold on to it, and Sentinels turn it the other way, into the zone. Shot high and wide. That one hits the glass and goes out of play. It'll be a face-off in the Distillers zone on Rutherford's blocker side. Ormsby to take the draw. Not able to win that one. But Woolham doesn't care, and he gets in there and picks it up. He's able to bring it down and get a shot on goal. Sentinel's able to clear it quickly, though, and they bring it into the zone. That pass is intercepted by Siebenauer there, but shot from the point doesn't get through. Into the corner, up top now. Another shot way high over Rutherford. Siebenauer racing for it. He's pinned up, can't quite get there. Warner with it now from Rutherford. High one into the neutral zone. Siebenauer with it now, looking for an option shot. Redeflected off of the back checker there. That one goes out of play. Both teams get a much needed change. Get some fresh legs. Face off in the Sentinel zone. On the glove side. Lameau to take the draw. He wins that one over to Hess. Hess shot, save off the pad there. Slap shot from the point, goes high. Perry gets a piece of it, but couldn't quite get it to come down enough. Perry lays a check. Down low. Hess right out front, shot, save, rebound. Couldn't quite get put back. Perry was trying there, but couldn't quite get it to settle. Hess takes a big check behind the net, but Lameau comes out with it, centered up. That one's denied. Sent the other way, into the zone now. Diener forces him wide. Shot does get to the net, though. Good save by Rutherford. Rutherford right out front. Nice defense by Siebenauer there to break up that backdoor pass. Sentinels still with it, centered up, shot into the back of the net. Left them wide open in the slot. And they found him. Just beat Rutherford over his blocker. So that's going to tie it up 3-3. That one scored 9 minutes and 45 seconds in, so just over 10 minutes remaining in the second period. A lot of hockey to be played still, and pretty high scoring game so far. See what the last half of the game looks like. Arnold fighting for it down low, centered up to Bauer. Pass doesn't go as it gets caught in traffic. And Sentinels turn it the other way. Delayed icing called. That one's going to be blown dead for icing. So the faceoff will come back down into Sentinels zone. On the glove side. Arnold to take the draw. Arnold can't quite win that one, and Sentinels pick it up. Puck pops right out front. Sentinels get the clear, and they break out into the Distiller zone right out front. Bear able to slow that rush down. Arnold up to Neely. Neely's pass doesn't connect. He's able to pick it back up in the neutral zone, though. Try it again. He sends it in. Icing waved off. Neely forechecking. That one's picked up by Bauer. Bauer centers it up. Shot, save. Orm's able to redeflect that one at the net. Good chance there, but nothing goes. Kept in at the point by Witt. Witt shot off the pad. Witt takes a big hit. Rebound goes wide. And Witt takes a spill going to the bench after he took an elbow. That does not look good. The Distillers will get the power play here. Witt still on the ground. Let's hope he's okay. Distillers will go on a 5-minute power play, as that one's called as a major. Correction, the refs are trying to correct it. It'll just be a 2-minute elbowing. As Witt gets cared for, I want to thank our sponsors, Brava Adventures. For a vacation to remember, contact Stephanie Mack at 419-552-1777. Witt's helped back to his feet by his teammates. He's not in good condition. He'll be helped off the ice. Some hooting and hollering over on the bench. As Perry is upset about the call. But nevertheless, the Distillers gain a 2-minute power play. Lameau to take the draw. He wins that one. Neely with it now to Brannick. Brannick's shot into the chest. Good chance there. On the blocker side this time. Lomo to take the draw once again. He wins that one. Picked up by Arnold. Arnold throw it up to Brannick. Kick Brannick over to Neely. Neely with it now, looking for his options. Right back at him. Neely down to Hess. Hess looking for the pass, but that one's intercepted. Arnold over to Hess. Hess throws it up to Brannick. Brannick with it now. Shot high and wide. Neely with it. Up to Arnold. Arnold looking for his options. Looking to throw it low. That one's intercepted. Taken right away from Hess, but Rutherford comes out and plays it. Distillers back on the offense here. Hess with it. Looking for his options. Takes it out front. Shot wide. Net's knocked off. Play's blown dead. Just under a minute on the power play. See if the Distillers can go 3 for 3 on the power play. Already scored on the last 2. See if they can do it again. Put them up by 1. Get some technical difficulties with the goalie down there for the Sentinels. .747 remains in the second. All tied up. Distillers on the power play. Well, it looks like the goalie is getting undressed on the ice, but while we wait, thank you to another one of our sponsors, Nuneman Realty and Rentals. Mark Nuneman, the man to call, 260-452-8778. The Distillers will go on a small break for Christmas, but they're right back at it 2 days after on the Saturday, 12/27 at 8 o'clock against the Iron City Forge. The Distillers sitting second in their division. Finally back at play, and Sentinels send it way down, picked up by Bear. Siebenauer's pass is redeflected, picked up by Warner. Warner with it now, looking for his options, puts on the brakes behind the net. Back in and down to Siebenauer. Siebenauer with it. Thrown up to Warner. Warner to Bear. Pass ends up out of the zone, so Distillers are going to have to regroup. Siebenauer in the neutral zone with speed over the blue line. Takes a big check. Loses possession. And the Sentinels are going to kill off that penalty. That one's sent in over the head of Rutherford, picked up by Warner. Warner with it now. Perry with it now over to Warner. That shot's stopped in traffic. Bear fighting for it, throws it up to Lameau. Bear able to get the clear on that one. Sentinels with it in the neutral zone. High one up to Hess. Hess with it now. Right out front, looking for Lameau there, but couldn't quite connect. Distillers on the back check as Sentinels bring it down the ice. Nice play by the defense there. Stretch pass up to Hess. Hess dumped off to Arnold. Arnold shot. Blocker save. Pad save. Good chance there by those two. Picked up by Diener. Diener up to Hess. Hess gets a stick on it. Intercepted by Arnold. Arnold makes a move. Sentinels throw it on their own goal. That one's redeflected in the corner. Arnold with it now. Shot by Neely. That one's saved and blown dead. Arnold to take the draw. See what he can do here. Wins that one over, but Distillers jumped the gun there, and they're called for the false start. That one will be redone. Perry to take the draw. Excuse me, Neely was the one to take the draw there. Couldn't quite win it. So Sentinels back in the Distillers zone. Picked up by Bear. Bear stretch pass to Bauer, out of reach. But Bauer beats the man down there. Icing waved off. Sentinels get it cleared though. Shot redeflected off the paddle of Rutherford. That one's out of play. Face-off comes back down into the Distillers zone. On the blocker side of Rutherford. Ormsby to take the draw. See what the boys can do here. In the neutral zone, Sentinels pick it up. Shot high and wide. Sentinels able to get the rebound, though, off the glass. That one's looking to get centered up, but Rutherford got a paddle on it. Bear with it now. Bear over the blue line, centered up to Pitt. That one was centered up to Woolham. Woolham got a shot, but not much on it as he was tied up. That one's blown dead. 4 minutes remain in the second period. All tied up at 3. But the Sentinels are going to go off. 2 minutes for hooking. Didn't even see there was a delayed penalty, but puts the Distillers on the power play for the 4th time tonight. See if they can capitalize on this one. Arnold with it now, looking for his options. Throwing up to Neely. Neely over to Brunkick. Brunkick down to Hess. Hess over to Neely. Shot. Whiffed on. Neely up to Brunkick. That pass doesn't go. Into race. Down into the Distiller zone. Brunkick able to beat him there. Brancic with it now. Cuts out to the middle. Looking for his option shot. That one hits a body in traffic and redeflected wide. Brunkick with it again. Looking for his options. Takes it down low. Low the goal line, centered up, nobody home. Hess with it now, shot, blocker save, and that one goes out of play. Blown dead. Good pressure here by the Distillers on the power play. Just over 1 minute remains on the power play. Keep putting this pressure on, something's got to give. Ormsby to take the draw. See what he can do. Won that one right over, shot. That one's high. Perry, nice shot, but just a bit high. Siebenauer with it now, centers it up. Ormsby tied up, so nothing goes. Perry ties him up. Siebenauer picks it up right out front. Ormsby shot. That one's blocked in traffic. Bear with it now. Down to Ormsby. Ormsby back to Bear. Delayed penalty. Rutherford's off to the bench. Extra attacker. That passes Array, though, and couldn't quite do anything with the extra attacker. But nonetheless, 5-on-3 power play for the Distillers for 37 seconds, and then we'll go to the 5-on-4 for the remaining time. But how about they just score a couple and erase the penalties off the board. 5-on-3. See what the Distillers can do. Lomo to take the draw. Sentinels called out of the circle. They've got a substitute, so better chance here. Lomo wins that one. Picked up by Warner, down to Hess. Hess wide open shot off the side of the net. Warner with it now at the point. Slap shot, fake. Down into the slot, shot, goes high. Hess able to get a stick on it, but couldn't quite keep it in the zone. Rutherford out to play that one. 15 seconds on the first power play. Warner with it now on the far wall. Looking for his options, looking to center up. That one's intercepted. Hess right out front. Puck is bouncing around, gets it to settle. Couldn't quite get a shot off, though. Warner with it now. 5-on-4. Arnold right out front. Centered that one to Neely. Neely couldn't quite get it to settle, and picked up by Hess. Hess with it now. Warner over to Arnold. Arnold right back to him. Warner slap shot. Gets through, but wide. Kept in at the point by Arnold. Back over to Warner. Down to Hess. Hess centered up to the center there, but couldn't quite get anything to go. Big slap shot by Warner there, but that one's off the shin pads. 40 seconds on the power play. Arnold with it now, looking for his options, making a move around a man. Picked up by Lamo. Hess's zero angle shot goes wide, and Distillers get the change, but pretty much going to expire the penalty. They might have one more rush here. 10 seconds on the power play. Picked up by Neely. Neely centered up to Perry, doesn't connect. And that's going to end the power play. Good pressure by the Distillers there, but couldn't quite get it in the back of the net, so we're still all tied up at 3. Brannick into the zone. Centered up to Perry. That one's intercepted. Puck bouncing around. Ormsby able to send it back down to Brannick. Siebenauer with it now. Shot. That one's wide. Another shot. That one's redeflected high and out of play. .15 seconds left in the second period. Face off down in the Distillers zone. Ormsby to take the draw. One back to Bear. Bear's shot saved on the blocker. Perry takes some contact. Siebenauer in there to help him out. He loses it in his skates, though, and Sentinels take it the other way. Dumped in, and that's pretty much going to expire the period. That ends the second period, all tied up at 3. Back and forth battle between these two in the fort. Your Summit City Distillers and West Michigan Sentinels deadlocked at 3 after 2. We'll be back in 14 minutes for the puck drop to start the third period. Well, we're just moments away from the third period puck drop. We're deadlocked at 3 here in the fort tonight. Both teams putting on a show. Distillers were putting on good pressure at the end of the period there on the power play. Couldn't get anything to go, though. So, hoping to carry that momentum over into the third and put one in the back of the net. Distillers send out 5, Sentinels send out 5. Goalies take their net. And we're set for the third period. Distillers send out their starting lineup once again. Hess at left wing. Lamo at center. And Perry at right wing. We got Brancic at left D and Warner at right D. Distillers get into the zone early. Lamo up to Perry. Perry through contact. Lamo in there to help him out. Lamo's tied up as well. Sentinels come out with it into the neutral zone. Over the blue line now. Centered up, denied by Hess. Perry gets pickpocketed and Sentinels keep it in the zone. Warner picks it up, throws it up to Hess. Hess with speed over the blue line. He centers that one up, stopped in traffic though. Looking for Brancic, but can't connect. Brancic with it now, down low. Centered up. Arnold with it now. He backhands it down low, cycles it down to Hess. Hess centered back up to Arnold. Arnold backdoor to Perry. Nothing goes. Bayer on the back check, picks it up. Behind his own net, puts on the brakes. Bauer with it now. Throws it up to Arnold. Arnold up to Neely. Neely one-on-one. Shot just high. Didn't get that one on goal, but good chance. Sentinels with it now in their own zone. Over the blue line with speed. Bear putting on the pressure. Shot through the 5-hole. Just beats Rutherford. And that puts the Sentinels up by 1 early in the third. His second of the night. Number 18, Soren for the Sentinels. Ormsby to take the draw. Not able to win that one, and Sentinels gain possession. That one sent in, paddled away by Rutherford. Ormsby centers that one up to Woolman, but doesn't get anything to go. Kept in at the point by Ormsby. Turned right back around, though, and sent out of the zone. Keener lays a check, shot, save. Backhanded by Woolham there, but couldn't quite get it out. Right out front, Woolham gets a stick on it. Hess picks it up in his own zone. Hess looking for his options, looking down low. That one's intercepted, though. He's waiting for his forwards to change. Picked up by Warner now. Warner stretch pass up to Hess. Hess into the zone. Lamo there was looking to send it back door, but couldn't get anything to go. He was tied up. Offside's called on the Distillers there, and that one will come out of the zone. Lamo to take the draw. Wins that one way back to Warner. Over to Brancic. Brancic takes it into the zone, but but takes some contact and not able to hold on to that one. Sentinels send it in. Warner ties up the man down low. Brancic in there to help him out. Picked up by West there. Throws it up to Perry. That one's just out of reach. Hess sends it into the zone. Picked up by Lamo there. Just out of the reach of Bear, but Warner sends it back in, but that one's called off sides. So they'll come out of the zone once again. Arnold to take the draw. Distillers down by 1. Sentinels win that one and send it high and into the Distillers zone. Arnold picks it up, backhands out. Knocked down in the neutral zone by Distillers defenseman. Sent back into the zone, picked up by Bear. Bear with it now. Puts on the brakes behind his own net, looking for his options. Arnold with it now. Takes it wide. Centered up, nobody home. Bear able to get a stick on it. Regain possession. That one sent over to Bauer. Bauer whiffs on it though, couldn't get a shot off. Down low, fighting for it, pops out to Bauer. Bauer centered up, just out of the reach of Arnold. Woods able to keep it in at the point there. Shot whiffed on, doesn't get very far before it's picked up and sent the other way. Woods with it now, looking for his options. Throws it up to Arnold, just out of reach. He turns that one over. Neely in, backhand glove. Good chance there by Neely. Just came in and picked it up. Almost beat him glove side, but goalie stands tall and Distillers still down by 1. Neely ties him up. Down low, Sentinels with it in their own zone. Siebenauer on the back check, able to slow the rush. Not able to gain possession though. At the point, shot gets through, Rutherford save. Woolham with it now, looking to break out, he's taken down. Ehrman not able to knock that one down, and Sentinels send it into the zone. Sentinels at the point, down low to the circle, below the goal line now, centered up off the side of the net. Picked up by Diener. Diener looking to pass out, that one's intercepted. Sent back down low. One's picked up by Ehrman in his own zone. Distillers need to clear here. Get something going. Over to Woolham. Right back down to Ehrman. Diener gets tied up. Brancic in there to help him out. Brancic ends up with it. It pops out to him. He's taken down. Ref's arm goes up. Rutherford heads for the bench. Distillers are going to get an extra attacker here. Ehrman over to Brancic. Brancic looking for his options. Distillers with 6 attackers here. Captain Cody Hess with speed over the line. Shot save. Another shot save. Put his own rebound back on. Warner with it now. He's looking for Neely there, but just too hard of a pass, and he couldn't get it to settle. The Distillers will go on the power play for the 5th time tonight. They've scored on 2 out of the 4 before, so see if they can do it again here and tie it up. The Distillers haven't led at any point in this game. So let's see what they can do here. Excuse me, they did. They led 3-2 after 2 quick goals, but didn't let up one shortly after that. Back down once again, though. See what they can do on the power play. Timeout concludes, and we're set for action. 12:50 remains in the 3rd period. Distillers down by 1. Power play for 2 minutes here. Lameau to take the draw. Wins that one over to Neely. Neely able to get shot off. That one redeflected into the corner, though. Hess with it now. Over to Lameau. He was trying to center it up. Nobody home. Hess with it once more. Over to Warner. Warner back to Hess. Hess down. Right out front is Lameau, I believe. Couldn't quite get anything to go. Hess shot. Blocker save. That one's out of play and blown dead. Good pressure by the fellas here. Just need to put one in the back of the net. Lameau to take the draw. Looking to get something set up here on the power play. Neely in there to swoop it up from the dot. Up to Hess. Pass over to Warner. Intercepted and sent way into the bench. That one was a rocket headed straight for the Distillers bench. So that one will come back down into the Sentinels zone. Give the Distillers another chance. Arnold to take the draw. Sentinels get the quick clear there. Rutherford comes out of his net to play that one. Picked up by Hess. Just over a minute on the power play. Warner with it now. Looking for his options. Roomed around up to Hess. Hess through contact. He loses it. One-on-one breakaway. Shot save. Rutherford stands tall. Denies that one. Bails out the team once again. Hess through the middle. Couldn't get anything to go there, and Sentinels get the clear again. Still got 40 seconds on the power play. Warner sends it deep. Right out front, backhand, glove save. Almost caught him off guard there. Good play by Arnold, but couldn't beat him. Woolham to take the draw. Doesn't win that one, and Sentinels get the clear. 20 seconds on the power play. Got to do something here. One last rush. Bear with it now. Throws over to Burnsick. Burnsick with it now. Oh, and Woolham takes a big knee. No call made. Picked up by Siebenauer. Siebenauer with it now in his own zone, looking to clear. Thrown back to Burnsick. Sentinels return to full strength. Distillers not able to capitalize on that power play. Shot into the glove of Rutherford. Nice save there. Distillers still down by one. 10:25 left in the third period. Face-off down in the Distillers zone on his glove side. Conversation over at the bench ends, and they're discussing something. Well, while we wait, I think another one of our sponsors, Dr. Lubricants, your custom blending specialist. Lameau to take the draw. Doesn't win that one. Sentinels with possession. Shot. Lameau blocks that shot. Herman with it now. Breaks out up to Hess. Hess with it. Hess puts on the brakes. Shot from the point. Saved into the back of the net. They put it out. Put it in on the rebound. Puck pops out. And Lameau sends it through the 5-hole to tie it up at 4. Good pressure by the Distillers there. Getting shots on, and rebound pops out front, and they put it away. That line stays out there, and Lameau to take the draw. Back to Daner. Daner pass out of reach of Hess. Big hit by Ehrman behind the net. Hess with it out front. Dumped off to Lameau. Carson down to right out front. Ehrman couldn't quite get the shot off. Tied up. Sentinels bringing it the other way. Sentinels with it now in Distillers zone. Shot gloved way outside by Rutherford. Neely to take the draw. Shot off the draw from the Sentinels. Save, slap shot, blocked in traffic. Puck right out front. Picked up and thrown out to Bauer. Bauer gets a stick on it, one-on-one. He's got a breakaway chance. Shot on the goal line. Puck just gets behind the goaltender there, sitting on the goal line, and they swipe it away. Good chance by Bauer there. Lameau to take the draw. Arnold takes the draw. Right out front, Bauer gets tied up. Almost got a shot off there. Brancic with it now. Slap shot by Neely goes way high and out of play. Distillers putting on some good pressure here, keeping the momentum going. All tied at 4. Warner with it now, down low, shot. That one's blocked. Sentinels bring it the other way, shot off the shoulder of Rutherford, and that one hits the ceiling. So face-off will stay into the Distillers zone. Rutherford's glove side. Arnold to take the draw. Picked up by Siebenauer. Siebenauer gets it out of the zone. Nothing goes, though, as Sentinels turn around the other way. Picked up by Bruncic in his own zone. Looking for his options. Throws it up to Siebenauer. Siebenauer just out of reach. Sentinels bring it the other way. Woolham pass is out of reach. Sentinels with it in their own zone. That stretch pass gets through. Shot way high over Rutherford there. Bear gets a stick on it in the neutral zone. Warner picks it up, throws it up to Bruncic. Bruncic spin move. Thrown over to Hess. Hess into the zone. Shot, glove save. Good chance there. Face off down in the Sentinel zone. Lameau to take the draw. Mo ties up the man. Perry almost able in there to pick it up. Woods with it now, sends it into the zone. Delayed offsides, forces them to regroup. Lameau into the zone. Putting on the pressure. Sentinels bring it the other way. Into the zone, shot, save. Right out front, another shot, save. Bear looking for Hess there, but just out of reach. Icing waved off. Woods on the forecheck. Perry picks it up in their zone, but couldn't get anything to go. Hess with it now in the neutral zone. Over the blue line. Bear cuts for the net. Perry with it now. Shot, save. Hess with it now. Woods calling for it at the blue line. Pass is out of reach, though. Bears pass is intercepted. Right out front, shot, save. Big hit by Lameau there. Absolutely nails him into the boards. Hess with a stretch pass to Bear there. Bear able to get it low, allow his other guys to go off for a change. Picked up by Arnold. Bauer with it now. Neely down low to Bauer. Bauer just out of reach. Almost had a good chance there. Down into the corner. Big hit. Sends him to the ground and his stick flying. Daner with it now. Throwing up to Neely. Lameau with it now, shot, save. Correction, that was Arnold. Neely down to Bauer. Bauer just bounces off his stick. Couldn't get anything to go there. Sentinels turn it the other way. Shot save right out front. Denied by Arnold there. Arnold picks it up, looking for his options. Looking for Neely there. That one connects over to Siebenauer. Siebenauer into the zone. Takes it wide, shot over his shoulder and high. Picked up by Brunswick. Brunswick into the zone. Looking for his option. Shot in the top of the net. Beats him over the shoulder. Makes it 5-4. Distillers' favor. That's 75. David Brancic putting it away for the Distillers to put them up by 1. I believe that was Brancic from Erman. Good play by those two there. With just under 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Holman wins that one back to his D-men. Brancic with it now up to Siebenauer. Siebenauer pass is out of reach. Wollum down there fighting for it below the net. Pass is intercepted and Sentinels turn it the other way. Into the zone, shot. Easy glove by Rutherford there. Stretch pass into the neutral zone to Perry, doesn't connect. Hess fighting for it there, couldn't get anything to go, and Sentinels turn it the other way. Brancic with it now, stretch pass into the neutral zone. Big hit by Warner there, allows Brancic to pick it up. Brancic looking for his own options. Stretch pass to Perry, doesn't connect. That one's going to go down for an icing. Distillers up by 1. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third period. Shot saved off the blocker of Rutherford. Perry fighting to get it out, gets it out. Hess fighting, racing for it. Can't quite beat him. Into the zone, shot into the chest of Rutherford. That one bounces out, able to cover it quickly though. Just over 3 minutes remains in the third period. Distillers just got to play a good defensive game here and we'll go home with the win. Sentinels win that one. Shot gloved. Off of the draw. They line back up. Neely to take the draw. Doesn't win that one. Shot, blocker save. Picked up by Bauer. Bauer backhands it, can't quite get it out. Kept in at the point. That shot off the side of the net. Picked up by Bear. Sentinels shot, blocked by Neely there. Set down by Arnold. Sentinels with it in the neutral zone over the blue line. Takes it wide, shot, save. That one's blown dead. Another face-off down in the Distillers zone. Sentinels win that draw. Looking to set it up, shot wide and high. Ehrman into the zone, fighting through contact. Sentinels bring it back into the Distillers zone, makes a move, cuts the middle, back checking Siebenauer. Slows that rush. Delayed penalty on the Distillers here. Gonna be tripping. Called slashing on Ehrman. Thought they were gonna call the trip, but nonetheless, the Distillers will go on the penalty kill for the remainder of 1:46 in the third period. The Sentinels couldn't have a better situation here. They pull the goalie and they got a 6-on-4. We'll see what they do. See if the Distillers can kill this one off and take home the win tonight. There goes the goalie. Sentinels get the extra attacker out. 6-on-4. Sentinels still with it. In the Distillers zone. At the top of the face-off circle. Now to the point. Down into the slot. Nice block there by Brancic. He's able to get it cleared. Just over a minute remains. That one sent in. Rimmed around the boards.
1 minute.
Shot gets through. Nice pad save there. Sentinels still with it. Down in the slot, right out front, shot save, another shot save. Pile in front of the net, whistle blows. No goal call yet. Big scrum. The ref's ejecting people. Big scrum in front of the net as everyone fell on, and the puck, as it was sitting pretty much right next to Rutherford. Rutherford pops up though, and he seems to be all right. So the Sentinels, I believe, are going to take a penalty. From what I could see, ref was not too happy. Yeah, Sentinels lose a guy. Sent back to the locker room, and they send one to the box as well. .45 seconds remain in the third. Sentinels goalie back in the net. Distillers will take a timeout here. Gather their bearings and hopefully finish this game out. While we wait, another thank you to our sponsors, Needham and Hefferon Properties. Hamilton Hunter Builders Incorporation, general contractor, engineers, commercial and industrial. Fort Wayne, Indiana, 260-423-3577. We're ready to go underway. Warner with it now. Shot. That one's wide. Just Sentinels have a chance. Shot, save. Rutherford stands tall. Rutherford gloves that one, gets it over to Bransick. High one into the neutral zone. Knocked down by the Sentinels. Sentinels into the zone. Right out front, denied by Bransick. 10 seconds remain. Sentinels at the point. Shot blocked by Lameau there. And they get the clear. Time expires and the Distillers win. The Summit City Distillers take down West Michigan Sentinels at the PSM Ice House on this Saturday night. Hard-fought battle between both teams, but the Distillers come out on top. Great game by both teams. Distillers will be back in action Saturday, December 27th, an away game against Iron City Forge. Thank you for watching at home, supporting the Distillers every step of the way. For the Summit City Distillers, I'm Brody Shear. Everybody have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and a good night. See you next time.